Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. I thought I would bring the camera closer today. When I have the camera a little farther back, people tell me they can't hear me. So I figure I'd bring it closer. You can still see the fire going, which is very, very nice. We hit 54 today, pretty decent, and now it's raining. And it's like 41 out. So we got the fire going, and now we're good to go. Alright, so it's obviously still May 7th. It is Thursday, 2020. I wanted to do a video pertaining to what is going on, obviously, lately. So 10 medical supplies to stock up on now before it's too late. Now, some of these, obviously, it is too late, but as things calm down a little bit, let's hope they calm down a little bit, you might be able to get more of these. Let's hope you can. If you can, absolutely load up on these, okay? Number one is personal protective equipment, PPE, right? So we're looking, everybody thinks masks and gloves, right? Important to have, absolutely. But along with that, you should have the Tyvek suits, which are disposable hazmat suits, okay? Really important to have those if you can get them. You can get them in painter sections, they have those there. Goggles and plastic face shields. Those are also very, very good to have. Also, if you can get the booties for your feet, and you put them right over the top of your shoes, those are also good to have, okay? I have all of these things except for the face shields. I do not have face shields. So I have the goggles, I have the masks, I have, gloves, I have the Tyvek suits, I have the booties that you can put on. So those are, if you can load up on those things, guys, if you get a chance to, I would highly, highly encourage you to do so. Now, the problem is, most of these things are made overseas in China, okay? That is an issue. China is hoarding these type of things because they have their own issues that they're dealing with. They are not shipping as much out to the U.S. as they were before. So we're going to get into that a little bit later in the video and talk about these supply problems. Number two is going to be disinfectants. An example would be Clorox wipes, okay? Again, Clorox wipes are not made in the United States anymore. They are made overseas, okay? And people are buying them like crazy, so they're not shipping as much as they used to ship before, okay? And again, they're made by China, all right? So there's an issue with that. But if you can get disinfectants, like your bleach, your Clorox wipes, those type of things, I would absolutely recommend having a good supply of those on hand. Because again, we end up having a super major issue and there's none available, it's going to be very difficult to get those things. So definitely, if you can, load up on those things. Number three is going to be antibiotics, okay? So with antibiotics is, you can go with animal grade antibiotics, because doctors are not just going to hand you out regular antibiotics. They're not going to do it, all right? They don't want you to have them because of the fact that, people don't know how to use them properly. They take them for things that they don't need them for, and there's a lot of issues. So the doctors are really stringent on who they will give antibiotics to, what kind of antibiotics. If you're allergic to this kind, you can't take that, those type of things. But a couple good things you can do. Number one, you can substitute regular antibiotics with veterinary grade antibiotics. So what do I mean by that? Obviously, what comes to mind, and people are going to say fish mox, okay? Fish moxicillin, fish penicillin, all right? All those things, they're the same grade. They're made in the same factories as the human consumption. The only difference is on those bottles it will say for animal use only. Another option that you will have that you can do with antibiotics, if you live near the Mexican border, and a lot of people do this, they will go over to Mexico. You can get the blister packs for, a 7-day run of antibiotics, or you can get the bottle with 100 pills of antibiotics over in Mexico. And it's going to be a lot cheaper than getting it here, all right? So a lot of people will go over and they will get their antibiotics and stuff over in Mexico. Number four is going to be pain relievers, okay? Again, pain relievers, any kind of pain reliever, Tylenol, Advil, those type of things, your narcotics, if you can get a hold of those. Also, like your muscle rubs for, like Bengay and those type of things. If you're having, you're working muscles that you're not used to working, and you're going to be sore, and having some kind of muscle rub to put on there to relieve that pain is going to be very, very helpful. So definitely painkillers of some form, or relievers, pain relievers of different forms. Definitely recommend you do that, okay? Number 5 is going to be specialty trauma treatment supplies. So what do I mean by that, okay? Number 1 is going to be dressings, any kind of dressings that you can get. Wound kit dressings, regular dressings, wraps, the whole 9 yards, 2x2s, 4x4s, all those things. Along with that, you're going to want to get like Band-Aids, tourniquets, cohesive medical tape. You want to get Steri-Strips, all those different things, that you're going to need for that emergency situation, and make sure you have plenty of those things, okay? Number 6 is going to be antiseptics. Now, hydrogen peroxide and rubbing alcohol are used as an antiseptic, all right? Again, those are 2 things right now that are in short supply because everybody was buying them. 91% rubbing alcohol, right? But any kind of antiseptic that you can get to help clean the wound or whatever, stuff like that, definitely recommend you get as much as you possibly can. I think it's really, really important, okay? Number 7 is going to be antihistamines and decongestants, okay? They don't, antihistamines and decongestants don't stop you from getting sick. They help you after you are sick. But, those are things that are actually, believe it or not, again, they're not made in the United States. A lot of these are made in Europe. So again, if there is an issue down the road and we have some kind of interruption in supply lines, you are not going to be able to get these things. So it's a good thing to have on hand, and a lot of it if you can do that, okay? Number 8 is prescription drugs, all right? Again, you can get a lot of prescription meds in Mexico. A lot of snowbirds go down there. They winter in Texas. They go across the border and they get their year's supply of prescriptions over in Mexico. Number 1, because it is cheaper, and number 2, because you can get it all for the year and you're not limited to a 30 or 90-day supply of whatever medicine you have. So that is an option that you guys have. Take the trip down to Mexico and get that stuff right there, okay? So also, if you need syringes or needles, I would also recommend getting those as well, like if you're a diabetic or something to that effect as well. Definitely another option, to do it that way. Number 9, believe it or not, vitamins. Vitamins are very, very important. Now, a lot of vitamins, guess where they're made? Yes, they are, in China, okay? Again, supply line issues. You don't know if they're going to always be there. So definitely load up on your vitamins as much as you possibly can while you have the opportunity to do so. Vitamin C is so, so important. Vitamin C promotes health, okay? And if you are sick, vitamin C will help you recover faster. Definitely, like I said, get your zinc, get your vitamin E, whatever else you want to take, definitely recommend that you get those things, okay? And number 10 is ultraviolet light. Now, you think ultraviolet light will kill bacteria, viruses, mold, okay, mildew, and even fungus, all right? But it must be between 200 and 400 nanometers, okay? So you got to make sure that it's in that range, at least in that range. Now, black lights, that you use black lights to light up posters in your room, those are between 320 and 350 nanometers. So you can use black light for UV light. Now, the one thing with UV light, you need to be careful because you can cause yourself to have a sunburn with UV light, and prolonged use can lead to skin cancer. So you do have to be careful with that, but it's a good thing to have. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have UV lights here. That's one thing that everything else on that list I'm okay with. Well, I don't take any prescription medication, so I don't have to worry about that one at all. But everything else I'm loaded up on and have been loaded up on for some time. When everything started taking off here, I looked at my preps and I looked at where I was weak, and I went, man, I need to get out there and get these things now before people go crazy, which they did, okay? But I was able to go in and get as much as I wanted when I wanted, and so that's what I did. I loaded up on those things because just being prepared and thinking ahead, it's a smart way to do things, okay? Again, the supply line is the biggest issue. So many of these things are not made in the United States anymore, so we need to take that into consideration. So you need to think about those things. If you can get these things in abundance now, okay, it's going to help you in the long run. Again, 6 months after a major event, 1 year after a major event, there's not going to be squat available to get it from any kind of outside source at all, okay? So you're going to have, once again, you're going to have what you have. Again, those could be things that could be very tradable if you chose to do so. If you were weak in something else and realized, crap, I didn't have this and I wish I had more of this, but Charlie down the road does, but he wants maybe some vitamins or some Tylenol, Advil, whatever the case may be, you make that trade, okay? That's why it's another reason to have things in abundance. Be able to put yourself in a position where you are at the advantage, and that's what we always are all looking for, is that advantage. So I hope that list helps. I hope it gives you some ideas, maybe some things you weren't thinking about, some ways to get medications that you were not thinking about, getting them south of the border. It's a smart way to do it, okay? So anyway, again, fire going. Earlier today it was 54 degrees. Sunshine was out. I pulled in 10.3 kilowatt hours today. Nice day sun-wise or solar-wise. The clouds came. The rains came. It is raining now. It is about 41 degrees now. We're going back into the 30s tonight. So I said, well, let's get the fire going. Let's be warm, and that's what we're doing. So again, an option for you guys, and I just want to mention it really quickly. We have the Prepper Nurse One community on my website at preppernurse1.com. If you are looking to connect with like-minded people, it's a great resource for you to use to do that. It is totally free for you guys. You do have to register. No credit card information will be asked. You can get on there. You can check the message boards if you're looking to connect with people. If you're looking to network, whatever you're trying to do, it's a great opportunity for you to do that. And again, totally free. Please take advantage of that. If you're looking for somebody in your state or in your country, those are there as well, okay? So definitely please take advantage of those things. Also, on the website, we have the freeze-dried food with Legacy Freeze-Dried Food. Orders are really starting to go out now. They are absolutely catching up. All the back orders for eggs, they're out there. People are getting their stuff. I actually got a couple emails today that said, I got my eggs. So that's awesome. I'm very, very happy that people are starting to catch up on that stuff, because it's a pain in the butt. It's been a pain. Now, if you're still waiting on something and you haven't gotten something yet, just be patient. Again, they are catching up, okay? What is available right now is on my website, okay? Anything that's not available is not there. So if you ordered something now, you're not looking at a huge turnaround. It's actually probably going to be less than 30 days before you get your food now, okay? If you order something that is available. So just putting that out there as well. So definitely take advantage of that. Again, preppernurse1.com. You click on the store, it'll drop down. You'll see Legacy Foods. You click on that. What is available is on there, okay? As things become more available, we'll open those things back up for you guys. So just putting that out there as well. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Remember also to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really, really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel, okay? Also remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you will be fine. All right? I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse One, out for now.